Greene from Georgia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On July 25th, 2023, Chairman Comer and I sent the Department of Justice a letter requesting information related to victims of Hunter Biden, specifically women he sexually exploited and then claimed as deductions on his taxes through his law firm. But he never paid those taxes. Not surprisingly, the Department of Justice did not respond. After the DOJ's sweetheart Hunter Biden deal fell apart, by the way, led by the special counsel David Weiss, on September 8th, 2023, Chairman Comer and I again sent a letter to the same DOJ officials asking about victims' rights issues related to Hunter Biden's sexual exploitations. DOJ once again failed to respond. Well, yesterday I found out why they don't want to talk with us. In a new email just released, by the way, from October 2020, could you please display the email? The Delaware U.S. Attorney's Office, DOJ, Tax, FBI, and IRS described evidence they have related to Mann Act violations. By the way, the subject of the email says Mann Act. First, the title, Mann Act. Then it's clear there are charges on the table while the Department of Justice is in hiding from meeting with me. The Department of Justice and IRS email and David Weiss's Delaware U.S. Attorney's Office, the email states there are communications with trafficker number 1 and trafficker number 2, and that Hunter Biden had escorts who traveled across state lines. These women are victims, and the Department of Justice is refusing to protect their rights. Not only that, David Weiss, the now special counsel in charge of supposedly investigating Hunter Biden, has been clearly covering up Hunter Biden's crimes since before the 2020 election, which is undoubtedly election interference. David Weiss is complicit and must be removed from the special counsel. We also have more information we subpoenaed. Let me give you an even better example based on an interview with one of Hunter Biden's victims with law enforcement. It says here that the victim, Hunter Biden's victim, stated that Biden told her that his father was the vice president and asked to Google search his name. Hunter Biden's victim stated she told Biden she was not interested in Google searching his name and just wanted to be paid. Hunter Biden's victim stated that Biden then showed her a picture of his father with President Barack Obama. Don't forget his father was vice president then. Hunter Biden's victim stated after she was shown the aforementioned picture who was the vice president of the United States with the president of the United States, Barack Obama, she became afraid. After Hunter Biden's victim left the location, she arrived back at her apartment and told her friend, who she was just with, Hunter Biden's victim stated that her friend told her, "You have no idea who you're dealing with." These women were terrified, terrified. He used his father, Hunter Biden used his father, the vice president of the United States, to threaten his victim, who he had just trafficked for sex. And the Department of Justice refuses to speak to me? Hunter Biden needs to be held accountable for his sexual exploitation of women. And we've shown more evidence. We've shown evidence. This is what it looks like. This is what Mann Act violations look like.
Mr. Chairman?
I reclaim my time.
I'd like to challenge the use of this exhibit under Clause 6 of Rule 17.
It is sad that my Democrat colleagues pretend to care about women's rights while allowing Hunter Biden to exploit women. This is a shame. But let's talk about...
Chairman, there's a parliamentary challenge before us.
The point of order.
Chairman, point of order.
Who's the point? And we'll stop the clock for you, Ms. Greene.
Mr. Chairman, our colleague from Georgia has introduced before pornographic exhibits and displayed things that are really not suitable for children who might be watching. And
Bathing suit's not suitable, Mr.
well,
Raskin?
well, I'm saying I would like the member to be instructed to not introduce any pornography today, at least without running it
A
through the chair
bathing
first.
suit is not pornography,
Well, we
Mr.
can't see it
Raskin.
from down there, so you didn't make it available to the minority before you
I've
started.
seen it before. It's
Okay.
on the internet. It's everywhere.
You are submitting a naked woman's body.
This is a bathing suit. This is a bathing suit.
And it has not been cleared before this committee.
right.
Glasses on. Do you wear them
Okay.
or not? It's a
I have
bathing
contacts in. Thank
suit.
you.
Oh, congratulations.
All right. Chair asked Ms. Greene to proceed.
Now let's talk about more evidence the Democrats have denied that's turned out to be true. We all know Joe Biden is the big guy. And we confirmed that Hunter Biden was lobbying his father. Here's another example that was just released yesterday. This is from a timeline from one of the IRS whistleblowers and quotes an email between Vuk Jeremic, a Serbian politician, and Hunter Biden. Did you have a chance to talk with the big man? He's receiving my prime minister on Wednesday. Please let me know if you think that what we discussed back in D.C. can be mentioned in the meeting. My domestic strategy, how I proceed in dealing with my government, very much depends on whether it happens or not. This is a conversation between Hunter Biden and Vuk Jeremic. This is called influence peddling. This is how Hunter Biden was selling his father's political power and influence. And this is a perfect example. This is evidence right here. I'd like to remind everyone that this is the beginning of the impeachment inquiry, where we're casting a wide
Amendment
net.
that utilizes the Holman Rule to reduce the salary of the Director of Secretary of State's Policy Planning Staff, Salman Ahmed, to $1. This extreme leftist was a partisan hack for the Obama administration for 8 years, and prior to that spent 15 years pushing globalist and anti-America first policies for the United Nations. In his role with the State Department, Ahmed has pushed for squandering tens of millions of dollars on misguided policy pursuits like the Green New Deal and climate change, which he wrongfully believes is an existential threat. Ahmed is a pro-China sympathizer who consistently criticized President Trump for taking a tough stance on Chinese adversaries. As the director of the Secretary of State's Policy Planning Staff, Ahmed also played an instrumental role in the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. This poor planning and not well thought out withdrawal resulted in the death of 13 American heroes, a shameful surrender to the Taliban that left our own lifeless. Ahmed is a principled player and one of the main reasons America has become an embarrassment on the global stage. Our brave men and women in uniform and department public servants overseas deserve better than Salman Ahmed. I urge my colleagues to support my amendment and hold Mr. Salman Ahmed accountable for his terrible performance and reduce his salary to $1. Mr. Chair, I reserve.
The gentlelady reserves. For what purpose does the gentlelady from California seek recognition?
Yes. Mr. Chairman, let me just say very briefly that
I'm in opposition.
yeah, I'm in opposition. No, I'm sorry, in opposition, yeah. But
The gentlelady is recognized.
just to repeat once more, these amendments really are disgusting. They're a mockery of our serious foreign policy debates. They're harassing in many ways our public servants, and they become really about vengeance. I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentlelady reserves. Gentlelady from Colorado is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I see nothing wrong with taking a stand as an elected official to hold unelected rogue bureaucrats accountable. And the one way that we could effectively do that is through our House rules, utilizing the Holman Rule to affect the salary of these bureaucrats who are abusing their position, not taking it seriously, or should not have been appointed there in the first place. Mr. Chair, I reserve.
Gentlelady reserves. Gentlelady from California is recognized.
Yeah. Mr. Chairman, these are not rogue bureaucrats. These are public servants who are implementing the foreign policies of the United States of America. If, in fact, one does not agree with our foreign policies, then it's up to members of Congress to change those foreign policies, not denigrate and